Travis, first and second tenor, lead singer.
Randy Parks, first tenor, fifth tenor.
Michael McMullen, first and second tenor.
We are the Variations of Love. How you started the group, man?
Well, I know it was around 1971. I'd say around 1970. But I know we were both still in high school when it started. Of course, we go back even before then, but as far as Variations of Love go, that was around 1970.
Yeah, 71. Yeah, me, Randy, and tried out a few different guys for the group. And we ended up with Jimmy Littleton. And it was me, Randy, and Jimmy Littleton. And after that, that's when Mike came in. We did some dates with the three of us, Jimmy Littleton, Randy, myself. We did some dates around the Buffalo area. Colleges, parties, some clubs.
We started wrestling, we got to the point where we started getting more serious. I mean, before, in the beginning, we just wanted to get the girls and this, that, and the other. But we started getting more serious. We really wanted to see what we could really do with this, because people were responding to us like we were really superstars. So, we started taking it a little more serious. And at one point, it was just me and Harold, basically. Just me and Harold, buying records. Well, Harold bought most of the records. And, just buying records and singing records. The Spinners, the OJs, Four Tops, And then come to find out that the Dynamic Superiors, which was they were superstars, they were recording stars, performers. We said we got to take this serious, and we did. That's when she said we got to get another singer. We need another singer. That's what she did. So Harold said, I know a guy.
Yeah, I remember. I was working up at the snack shack. That was a hamburger joint that Ernie Warren had.
Right, I worked there too.
Let me take it to you. That was a funny time. It really was. Because I remember meeting Harold at the snack shack, old Central Park Plaza, and meeting him, he had this suaveness about himself. Hey, what's happening? What's going on? We got to talk. He says he's a singer. I says, oh, really? I'm a singer also. What you sing? This is what Harold asked me. I said, I sing second tenor, baritone. I've been singing with a few groups in the city. Actually, one of your brothers sitting out in the audience here, allowing us to use this beautiful place here. I guess I was 13 at the time, maybe 13 or 14, singing with I believe we had a name about that, and just singing with different groups. I started street corner, where some started church. I was a street corner harmony singer, is where I come up, and I was, I guess, broken in with my older brother out here in the audience, Mr. John Warren, who I currently sing with. But getting back to the snack shack, so Harold invited me to an audition, and I think the song was Check It Out. And he counted it off. 2, 3. And when it hit, to me, and I'm sure they felt the same way, it was a sound that was just so unique. One that you normally wouldn't have with just 3 singers. I I sing baritone second. Harold's first tenor, second tenor. Randy is first tenor, fifth. And I just felt so welcome in singing with this group. We just clicked, and from then it was practice, rehearsal. We refined the show. No matter what went down in rehearsal, it just seemed to gel. And that's my take on this brother. It wasn't, well, you're in the group. It was just after we sung that song in his living room.
It was on?
It was on.
It was on.
My brother. Yes. So, that's
check it out.
That's my take on it.
And we even took to check it out to an audition for a record contract. Right, we got a call later to go to Nashville to record this song. The song was titled "I'll Always Love You," which I wrote with while we had a band behind us called The Exotics. And Omri and Ronnie started playing, and I started writing the lyrics. Right. And that's how I'll Always Love You came about. We got signed to AMG Records out of Nashville, Tennessee. And then from that, we went on to being signed by Lenny Silver here in Buffalo, New York. We had artists such as Chicago Gangster Blues, Johnny Guitar Watson, Jackie Shannon.
You guys come up with the name, the variation of love.
We was riding down the street one day.
Okay, almost. Okay.
We were riding down the street one day, and there was a movie out
Right on. That's
called
exactly.
Love Variation, I think.
Right, and we switched it around.
And we switched it around and said, Variations
And
of
there's been a
Love.
Yeah, there's been a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, that's where we came up with the
There's been
name.
a lot of questions about that, and you hit it right on the head. That's exactly right.
Memory's still there.
Wow.
What about your other musical influences?
Dynamic Superiors.
Yeah, we was trying to, we used to, when we would perform, we would wear white gloves, with all our groups. We got that from the Dynamic Superiors. And a lot of their movements, the routines, where they would do their steps. We didn't take everything from them.
They were awesome.
That was where I got my the Temptations, Smoking, Robinson and the Miracles. Even to this day, I just consider myself not a lead singer, but I try to pattern myself after William Powell. Yes.
The OJs, I mean, the OJs.
The OJs.
Group, I mean,
That's right.
The OJs, Tavares.
Yeah.
Those were two groups. See, back then we would try to do like top 40. We listened to top 40 to see what the hit songs were locally, whatever. But we didn't try to do everything. We was trying to set a pattern. And to be honest with you, we performed in every nightclub they had. But I give you just a couple. Grill, Revelon, Stage Door, used to be downtown. Just to name a couple. They might want to
In on the way,
Yeah.
Blue Point, Supper Club, Lucky Clover, Paris, Supper Club. There were so many. Erickson's Lounge, which I feel like we could play here more often than all.
Were there any other cities inside the United States that you performed in as well?
Oh, we toured all through the South. Alabama, Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all help me out.
Ohio, Toledo, Ohio,
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yes.
We were all over.
Yeah. Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah. All through Mississippi.
And
All through the South. We would leave here. We would leave Buffalo late spring. great time. It was really a learning experience back then. They called it the Chick Circuit. And it was definitely a learning experience. We were all in Canada and various places we would perform. So, yeah. You had to prepare yourself at that time.
Nova
that
Scotia.
type of, Nova Scotia. Yeah, Sydney, Nova Scotia. First time I remember you getting seasick.
And I just could take the water and
Going across the St. Lawrence.
I think we all got seasick.
I did also.
What was your career path after the group disbanded?
Well, myself personally, I went to school. I went to a trade school, a cosmetology school. I have a licensed cosmetologist as we speak. I did work in that field. I've had my own business, ran my own business for 15 years. And that's basically what I did right now. I work for the county. When Various Love split up, I also continued in music. I worked with a rock band. Well, we were basically just, they were like rock, You see, I'm a guitar player too. And I worked with them, I guess maybe a year or so. And then I started singing gospel with the church. So I like gospel. I like gospel, R&B. You never, every day that music is dead, it's dead. And no matter what else you do with your life, nothing can take that out of you. It's always dead. Harold and I hope I'm not getting off track, but Harold and I started when we were like this high. And I'm now, what, first grade, I don't know. And Harold, even back then, I just knew, I said, this guy has got it. He was a natural. And I would follow this guy around, because you know when somebody is special. And so like I said, back then we came and we never got away from it. Came on up through school and we just stayed with it. It's just something that was always there.
What I did after the group disbanded in '78, joined the United States Navy and stayed for 22 years. Still intermittently, I would join a group, meet up with some guys who wanted to sing, but my main job for that 22 years is the United States Navy and serving my country. After I retired, and back home, after traveling the world, back home here in Buffalo, I sung with one of the oldest gospel groups in the city. We were an a cappella group. Some brothers invited me in, and it was a godsend being that it sort of reintroduced me into music again. And it took me in an area that I had never visited, never sung in, and that's gospel music. And from there, I sung with that group that gospel group for about 4.5 years, and then I was invited back into the R&B field to sing with a group called the Old School B-Boys. They were very popular in the city, and they were singing the type of music that I was accustomed to singing all my life, the same flavor, and it offered me that opportunity to be back into the R&B again. I still stayed, and I'm still true to this day to gospel. I also sing with Brothers in Christ in the city of Buffalo, gospel a cappella group. We kind of try to pattern ourselves as Take 6, that type of sound. But my heart still remains true blue to R&B. I love performing live on stage. I still love, even at the age of 59, the movement, the harmonies, lights, cameras, actions, if I may say. For one moment, if I could I must do this because if I could do this real shortly, but the brother who's sitting out in the audience here, Mr. Chama Warmley, didn't only help me develop my ear when I was 12 or 13 years old, but I do sing with him, old school B-boys. If you just run up and just wave at the camera for a second, please. Come on up. Because I currently sing with his brothers, 5 of us, the old school B-boys. Mr. Chama Warmley, a performer, drummer in the city, and my man, my man, main man. And so that's the route I've taken. We're still performing live in the city now, and that's the route I've taken.
And me myself, I continue working around the Buffalo area. I put a 11 or 12 piece rhythm section together. And I continue working around here until, I don't know, I guess 1980. And I left in 80, and I went on and moved to California, moved to Long Beach, California. And got with a group there called the Best of Friends. And we did some dates there in California, and after that, I went overseas to Tokyo, Japan, with the Best of Friends in Shalimar. We did some dates in Japan together. Then after that, we stayed over there about 6 months and came back to Los Angeles. Continued working around that area with the group called Best of Friends, and then I left that group, and I got a call from Rick James camp, and I came back to Buffalo, and I started doing some background for Rick and working with Rick, and Rick put me and myself and 2 females together, and he formed a group called Fashion, which we got signed to Warner Brothers Records. That didn't last long, and I left Buffalo again, and went back to Hollywood, and I met Bobby Brown, and I hooked up with Bobby, and we took off. We did the Don't Be Cruel album, My Prerogative. We did that, and then we went on tour for about, I don't know, man, it felt like 7 or 8 years. We toured everywhere, the States, abroad, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Germany. We were everywhere, all around the world. Stayed with Bobby. I got signed to MCA Records in '93. Did a solo deal with MCA Records after leaving the Bobby Brown posse. I wrote a song called Drop It on the One, which was sold to the NBA. After I did that, got tied up in a contract with MCA Records. I couldn't do anything. Working on finishing up a gospel album. I have a gospel single video out that's out currently, and it also features Bobby Brown in it. The record will be out in 5 weeks, the single, and I'm completing the album. It's a gospel album, but it has a different flavor. R&B feel with the gospel message, real nice. Just trying to reach out to all genres, That's what I'm doing. I know you remember the words to this one, right? I'll always remember when we were children. I used to look up in the sky, baby, when we played and when I held your hand.
I'll always remember when we were children. I used to look up in the sky, baby, when we played and when I held your hand. Holding it so so strong. I never thought you would do me this wrong. But now you're gone, and I wonder why. Could it be you found yourself another guy? I'll always love you. 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 You know, baby, just the other night, we had a little silly argument. Yeah, about a few things you heard out in the streets. But you know, the person that told you those things, they couldn't be your friend. But baby, there's one thing I want you to know. And that is, I'll always love you. Even in the midnight, baby, I'll always love you. Yeah, yeah. I'll always love you. I'll always love you, baby. I'll always love you. I'll always love you. I'll always love you. I'll always love you.
We'll always love you.
We'll always love you. And thank you.